boom is a loud explosive noise caused by the shock waves of an object traveling faster than the speed of sound. It's not a sound that's generated at the moment an object breaks the sound barrier. Rather, it's a continuous phenomenon that follows the object as long as it maintains supersonic speed. Subsonic speed. When a jet travels at subsonic speeds, slower than the speed of sound, it pushes air molecules out of the way. These molecules create pressure waves that move ahead of the jet, warning the surrounding air of its approach. The air has time to move around the jet, resulting in a relatively smooth flow. Transonic speed. As the jet approaches the speed of sound, it starts to catch up to its own pressure waves. The waves begin to compress and pile up in front of the aircraft, forming a high-pressure zone. This is a very unstable and turbulent phase of flight. Supersonic speed. Once the jet surpasses the speed of sound, it leaves its own pressure waves behind. The accumulated pressure waves can no longer move ahead and instead combine to form a single, powerful shock wave. This shock wave, which is a sudden and significant change in air pressure, trails behind the aircraft in a cone shape. It's similar to the bow wave created by a boat moving through water. The boom. The sonic boom is heard on the ground when this shock wave passes over an observer. It's often perceived as a boom-boom sound because there are typically two distinct shock waves, one from the nose of the aircraft and one from the tail. The duration of the boom is very brief, lasting only a fraction of a second, but it can be startlingly loud, similar to an explosion or thunderclap. Continuous nature. The sonic boom isn't a one-time event. The shockwave cone continuously follows the supersonic jet, so it can be heard by anyone within the cone's path on the ground. Cone shape. The shock wave forms a conical shape that extends outward and backward from the aircraft. The angle of this cone, known as the Mach cone, becomes narrower as the aircraft's speed increases. Factors affecting loudness. The loudness of a sonic boom depends on several factors, including the aircraft's size, altitude, and shape. Higher altitude typically results in a less intense boom because the shock wave dissipates more as it travels through the atmosphere. The speed of sound, or Mach 1, is not a fixed number. It varies depending on the air temperature and pressure. At sea level, on an average day, the speed of sound is approximately 760 miles per hour. However, at higher altitudes where the air is colder and less dense, the speed of sound decreases. For example, at 30,000 feet, the speed of sound drops to about 670 miles per hour. Therefore, the main requirement is that the jet's speed must be greater than the local speed of sound. This is why you often hear the term supersonic flight, which simply means flying at a speed greater than Mach 1. Just because a jet can go faster than the speed of sound doesn't mean it's easy. Fighter jets are specifically designed to handle the challenges of supersonic flight. These include powerful engines, overcoming the sharp increase in aerodynamic drag that occurs as a jet approaches and passes. Mach 1 requires a significant amount of thrust. Many fighter jets use afterburners, which inject additional fuel into the jet exhaust to dramatically increase thrust for a short period to achieve supersonic speed. Aerodynamic design. The shape of a supersonic aircraft is crucial. Designs with a swept-back wing, a thin fuselage, and a pointed nose are used to minimize the wave drag and reduce the intensity of the shock waves. Structural integrity. The forces and heating experienced by an aircraft at supersonic speeds are extreme. The air compression and friction can generate significant heat, so the materials used in the construction must be able to withstand these high temperatures and stresses.